Okay, so you had a question about how to draw warm fronts and cold fronts using a side view. So I'll answer your question, Tatiana. First of all, we're talking about the diagrams. In this edition of the book, they're on page 581 and 582, and they are figures 19.7 and 19.8. But even if you have an earlier edition of the book, they'll look really similar. There'll be this diagram here, and this diagram here. Ooh, let's get the glare off of that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, I'll draw the cold front side view, and you can draw the warm front side view. So we're looking at this diagram over here. Now, drawing a side view is important. We'll have to do this in a couple of different units, particularly when we're talking about the solid earth. So this is the drawing in 3D, the whole thing. The side view is just this front face of the block diagram. So this is a 3D block, and we're going to draw just this face right here. Okay? So what that's going to look like is basically everything pressed up against that front face. We'll draw first the cold front, the cold air mass. And we'll label it warm air and cold air. And put arrows indicating the direction the air is moving. So the cold air is moving forward in the cold front, and the warm air is moving, basically flowing away from the cold front as it moves forward. So it'll end up looking something like that. Very simple. You're going to have to recreate a lot of these diagrams on the exam and be able to explain them, and I don't want you to make diagrams that are way too complicated to draw where you can't remember them at all. So that's why we focus on just the front portion, because we get all the important elements in the direction they're moving without worrying about being a good artist, which I'm not. Obviously, I am not a good artist, so you get an idea of that. So let me know if this didn't answer your question, Tatiana. I hope that it did, and keep those questions coming.